My wonderful listeners, welcome back to another episode of our podcast, where language isn't just vocabulary and grammar, it's memory, movement, and meaning. Today I want to take you somewhere else, somewhere far from the classroom, far from the traditional textbooks, whiteboards, and language apps you swipe on your phone. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine this. You wake up in your cozy apartment. You slide on a sleek headset, and instantly you're transported to a bustling cafe in Rome. The sounds of espresso machines, Italian chatter, laughter, music all around you. The waiter turns to you and says, "Buongiorno, cosa di sera?" You respond without hesitation. "For un cappuccino, per favore." And you didn't memorize that from a textbook. You lived it. You felt it. That's what virtual reality promises. Immersion, realism, and presence. But today we ask the real question. Can VR make you fluent? Can language learning in the metaverse unlock a deeper kind of fluency? One that traditional classrooms can't reach? Because fluency, my friends, is not just about conjugation. Fluency is about confidence, about comfort, about identity. It's about being able to walk into any conversation and feel like you belong. And so, for the following minutes, we're going to explore this fascinating frontier, the intersection of technology, language learning, and human connection. Are you ready? Let's step inside. And let's begin with this. What is the metaverse really? A lot of people think it's just a game, a gimmick, a tech buzzword. But in reality, it's a digital universe of fully immersive 3D environment, built using virtual and augmented reality, where users interact through avatars, move freely through virtual spaces, and engage with people and information in real time. Imagine learning Spanish not from a book, but by walking through a virtual market in Mexico City. Imagine learning Japanese by working in a virtual ramen shop in Kyoto, taking orders, asking questions, laughing with your customers, and having a great time over there. This is the power of the metaverse. It creates context-rich, emotionally resonant, real-world simulations where language becomes living. And it taps into the secret that teachers and linguists have always known. We learn best when we feel something, when we are emotionally engaged, when we are making choices, or when language is not just input, but action. Let's get scientific for a second. Neuroscience tells us that our brains encode information more deeply when multiple senses are involved. In a VR language experience, you're not just listening, you're seeing, moving, touching, and reacting. You're building neural pathways that mimic real-life interaction. And that means your brain is not treating the language like a memorization task. It's treating it like a survival way, like a survival language, right? You remember how to ask for directions in Korean because in that virtual world, you were lost. You remember how to say thank you in Arabic because someone actually helped you. This is embodied learning, and it's really powerful. But let's take a step farther. Let's talk about social interaction. What's going to happen here? Language is not just a solo sport. It's a dance, a rhythm between two or more human beings. In the metaverse, you can practice with real people or with AI generated avatars that speak naturally, adapt to your level, and even challenge you when you're ready. Sounds crazy, right? It sounds even sometimes utopic. Who would have thought that we were going to be living this? It's totally new, right? Futuristic. So some apps are already doing this. Yes, some of them are doing that. Immerse offers full VR classroom where students role-play real-life situations. Another one, monthly VR. It lets you interact with a virtual waiter, taxi driver, or friend, all in your target language. Another one, engage and spatial, are used to host virtual meetings, debates, and even cultural exchange programs. And these aren't just simulations, they're emotional environments. You feel things when you are in them. Nervousness, joy, curiosity, and pride. You can actually feel all of them all together in one single session. Why not? And that actually creates that link between emotion and learning. And that's what traditional classrooms struggle to create at scale. You can't fake immersion. But now, let's address the challenges here because, of course, this has its own challenge. Can VR replace a good teacher? The answer is a simple no. Can it replace human-to-human connection? Impossible. But here's the real insight. It doesn't have to. VR doesn't replace, it enhances. That's the key word. It adds a dimension. It creates exposure. It fills in the gaps. Now, imagine this. A student in a small rural village who has never heard English spoken fluently before, now standing inside a virtual museum in London, chatting with classmates from 5 continents. A teenager afraid of speaking up in a class because of their accent. Now practicing conversations daily in a space that feels safe, private, and most importantly, judgment-free. A child with social anxiety who avoids participation, now choosing how to interact, when to speak, and building confidence through gentle AI-guided prompts. This is what accessibility looks like. And for many learners, it's life-changing. Now, let's take a look at language retention. Studies have shown that students who learn through immersion environments retain vocabulary far longer than those who relied on passive methods like flashcards or translation drills. Why is that? Because the words are tied to experiences. In one study, learners who practiced ordering food in a VR environment were able to recall phrases and pronunciation with 30% more accuracy than those who learn in a traditional setting. And that's not just statistically impressive, that's pedagogically revolutionary. And this episode is sponsored by Pro Club Languages at MikeEnglishOnline.com, where learning has no limits. Are you ready to take your language skills, teaching career, or professional growth to the next level? Whether you're looking to master a new language, prepare for international exams, or enhance your teaching expertise, Pro Club Languages is here to help. At MikeEnglishOnline.com, we offer language learning for all levels and ages: English, Spanish, Portuguese, Russian, and more. English for specific purposes: business, academic, travel, and professional communication. International exams preparation. IELTS, TOEFL, CEFR, and beyond. But that's not all. If you're an educator, trainer, or aspiring teacher, we also provide workshops and seminars on pedagogy, educational psychology, motivation, classroom strategies, and innovative teaching techniques. Teacher training programs to help you stay ahead in the ever-evolving world of education. Expert insights on language acquisition, student engagement, and modern teaching methodologies. At Broad Club Languages, we don't just teach, we empower, inspire, and transform. Whether you're a student, a teacher, or a professional, we help you unlock opportunities, confidence, and success. Visit MikeEnglishOnline.com today and start your journey toward mastery, because learning is a lifelong adventure and we're here to guide you every step of the way. Ready to level up? Click the link in the description and join Broad Club Languages today. And let's not forget the creative side either. In the Metaverse, you can create your own learning adventures. Imagine role-playing as a travel blogger in Thailand, a medical volunteer in Brazil, or a game designer in Korea. Your goals become linguistic missions. Your vocabulary becomes your tool set. And your fluency becomes your superpower. How does it sound? It sounds right. Like really good, right? I love it. And the best part? You are the protagonist. You are not just watching someone else speak the language. You are the speaker. That actually shift in perspective is everything. Now, I know that you might be thinking, right now for sure you have these questions wandering around. This all sounds amazing, but is it accessible? Fair question number one. Is it affordable? Fair question number two. And is it practical? Fair question number three. So as of now, VR still requires decent internet, specific hardware, and some level of digital literacy. But here's the thing. So did online learning once, remember? And look how far we've come. Just as language apps revolutionize mobile learning, the next 5 to 10 years will see the widespread integration of immersive tech into schools, libraries, language institutes, and even homes. Soon, VR won't be a luxury. It'll be a norm, a new layer of how we learn. And before we head into the final part of this amazing episode, and I really hope you are enjoying it, I want to remind you that new episodes come out every Monday and Friday. So don't forget to tune in weekly for your dose of thought-provoking conversations. Also, don't forget, we got our podcast in all major platforms. You can choose your favorite one. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Amazon Music. You can find us everywhere. And as I always say, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and follow us for more. So, where does that leave us? Let's return to the question, can virtual reality make you fluent? And here's my answer. VR won't make you fluent, but it will make you fearless. And it will make you present. Also, it will make you expressive. It will put you in situations where language is not just theory. It's action. It's connection. It's you becoming more of who you are, but in another tongue. And fluency, my great teachers here, is not perfection. it's presence, it's the courage to speak, the joy of being understood, the freedom to feel at home in another language. And that's what the metaverse offers us. Not a shortcut, but a deeper road. Not a substitute, but a mirror, a stage, a world where you can rehearse your future self. So, yes, language learning in the metaverse is real. It's coming and it's unstoppable. It's something that will happen. And it is breathtaking. Until next time, keep speaking, keep exploring, keep growing, and don't forget to tune in to Languages Pedagogy Podcast.